Today is Friday, March 20th, and I feel like the world is a little bit in chaos as far as, war is going on in Iran, a lot of pressure on the Strait of Hormuz, and, just feeling like there's a lot to be negative about, certainly in this world. And certainly social media and the constant barrage of headlines is not helping, the focus on the negative and how do you help people in that. I think at the same time, it's also encouraging thinking about 3 months ago, Nicholas didn't have a car. He was, behind on rent payments and renting a car for $60 a day, and now has a significant emergency fund, has a car that's bought and paid for, and that was all in a short time frame, and that was with fairly little assistance. A lot of problems and things can be solved with a lot of focus and diligence and the right headspace of how to act and what to focus on. And I think that's what I want to help bring to more people. Certainly in the last 2, almost 3 months since I left Carvana, I think I've had a greater ability to think, to process information, to see the world around me and see that a little bit differently. I think I see opportunity, certainly, not just in, video in that space, but even simple things like printing, it's in a world of 3D, where everything is 3D and animated and larger than life, the ability to go back to printing things on paper and driving messages with that. There's been a lot of conversations I've had recently that coming out of a digital era where everything is email and Slack and decks, the ability to walk into a meeting room with a single sheet of paper to convey deep meaning and get everyone literally on the same page, I think has been pretty powerful. And I've seen that happen many times, in the past 2 months. So thinking more and more about what does the real physical world look like and what are the benefits of getting back to that, over a hyper digitalized AI economy that's not rooted in reality. I think the evolving nature of our world and just the constant barrage of short form is destroying our ability to think long term. And I think that is certainly not good. And how do you create space and attention to those things that do matter and that we should be prioritizing as a nation, and get people together on the same page and where we're headed? Certainly encouraged by the last few months, excited about opportunity, excited for helping people think differently. I think in the last 2 months, I've been able to do that as far as bringing new ideas and different perspectives to people, to elevate ideas, to take things to the next level. And I think that's valuable. I think that's something that I feel like I can make a big impact if I can talk to someone and have a conversation that might change how they think differently for the rest of their lives. And this has been less and less in the digital online space, a lot more on the real life, face-to-face interactions that I've had. Just one thing to leave you with. For Nicholas, the primary thing that was holding him back from getting help was just being too embarrassed to ask for it when he truly needed it, and to be behind on rent, to be having a rental car that you can't afford, and to not have a family that can financially back you. I think we need more people to be honest about where they're at and what they need so that other people can see that and help them. I think people want to help generally in life, but I think if people aren't voicing where they need help, I think that's a big part of the problem. So in a world of negative news, just thinking about how to see the positive in it and how to make this world a better place. If anything here resonated with you, feel free to reach out, and happy to talk about life or whatever you're going through, and have a good rest of your day.